You ever seen the picture on Instagram and you're wondering, hold on, was this shot on film or was it not shot on film? Even one of your friends have posted it and you're like, hold on, I know that guy don't shoot on film. But you're wondering, how the hell has he got it looking so good? It's called a film emulation. And today, I'm going to show you a software that does this in the buckets. And you should check it out. The software is called Nik Collection, and I think it's on version 4 right now. Previously, the Nik Collection was owned by Google. Quote me if I'm wrong, but this is way back. I mean, way back when I used to be a travel photographer, I used to use the Nik Collection, especially for landscape photography, because it had so much tools, so much plugins available with inside of it, but you had to use it with inside Photoshop only, right? So it was a plugin inside there. You used to put your image in there. You could do some intense, beautiful, detailed sharpening. Saturation was perfect. All the mechanics of it, it was all professional and it was super nice. But the problem is, over time, I drifted away from it because Lightroom started taking off, and Lightroom was the main thing to use, and Photoshop was just slowly drifting away. But recently, the software has been purchased by DxO, and they've revamped it for us new era photographers, and now we can use the software back in Lightroom, which makes this software super powerful. Now, there is loads of features built into this software, but today I'm just going to focus on one just to get you guys tasting the waters, you know, really quickly. So I'm going to jump onto the computer right now and show you exactly how I run through using this thing. And you'll probably notice once I've gone through this, you'll realize, hold on, you've been using this for your wallpapers, you've been using it for your thumbnails on YouTube for a while. And I have. Boom. There's the wife. Fake H&M advert right there. All right, so let's head into Lightroom. Boom. And I've got this picture here of me looking mugged off with my daughter and my son. So how do we get to this plugin? What we do is we head up over to the left here. You know, the top where you got file, edit, develop, blah, 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 blah. Click on photo. And then you've got where it says edit in. Go over there. And now you'll see all these. Once you've got it installed, you'll see all these things here. So we've got Analog Effects Pro 2, which is what we're going to be using today. But then you've got lots of other things like Color Effects Pro 4, Define, this Luminar is something else. But then you've got, you know, Sharpener, you know, Silver Effects, Viveza, Free. These are loads of things with absolutely detailed things involved inside of them. But today I just want to touch on this Analog Effects for you guys. I think you're going to love this. Check this out. All right, so straight away off the bat, it's just uploaded a preset onto my image here. And if you scroll down on the left side, you'll see there's a few presets right away. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make this full screen. Boom. On the top left here, it says classic camera. Let's click on this, right? And now look at the options that we get. On the tools on the left, we got all the basic adjustments, lens distortion, sorry, bokeh or bokeh, whatever you want to say, but I think it's bokeh. Zoom, rotation, motion blur, double exposures, light leaks. I mean, it's got all those retro things built into this, right? That's if you want to build it out yourself. But if you want to use presets, we've got those here as well. We've got a classic camera, black and white cameras, color cast cameras, motion picture cameras, wet plates, which are pretty dope. Yeah, let's click on a wet plate first. I like saying that, you know, wet plate. Yeah. And let's click on some of the presets that we got here. Now, it may take a little while depending on how slow or fast your computer is, but take a look at this. It's done all sorts of adjustments. Now, if we look on the right side here, we can click all the little down arrows to see exactly what was being done. If I can actually reach the damn thing. All right. So here we've got, you know, our detail extraction where we can pull this up and down and start changing how the image looks. Got brightness, contrast, etc. We can go into our bokeh here. We can switch that off so it's more focused, you know. For cameras back in the day that had a little bit of shift and stuff like that. You can turn the strength of the bokeh down, you know. It's pretty dope. Boosting the highlights. All right, so in the highlights it gets more blurry. I mean, this is intricate. It gives you a real film emulation adjustment, and you can adjust everything. Look at this, even down to the scratches, right? Turn this up so they're black, turn it down so they're white. You can go dust and fluff, there's scratches, organic. Let's have a look at that. Click on some of this. Boom. It's like it's been left in a cupboard somewhere. It's been scratched over years. Whew. I mean, that one's pretty intense. So I'm gonna switch those off. So we got this black and white look here. As you can see, there's like some lightness here. So there's all things going on. So let's see what's going on here. Photo plate. Let's click that off. And that's what we're seeing. The plate is doing all this big work, really. So we click on this plate here. Let's see what happens. My changes. Yeah, that's crazy. It's even put somebody's thumbprint inside the thing. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Okay, let's go down to the next one. Now we've obviously got vignetting and stuff like that, so we can, you know, make it brighter, make it darker. Pretty cool. And then we go down to the actual film type. And this is where we can change. We can have a warm type of film, a cool film, a subtle film, black and white, neutral, or toned, right? So let's go into black and white neutral and see what happens, right? And when we click these, they're very subtle, right? Very subtle. And that's what makes this beautiful. Like, you want these subtle movements. You don't want anything just drastic. I think I like this one the best. Which one was it? This one here. The darks are just nice. Then once you've done that, you can start affecting the grain and things like this. Obviously, look, the strength is even more. You can make the grain larger if you go down here. I mean, it's starting to look super retro and super old school. But let's come off the wet plate and let's go to the one that I use quite regularly, right? So I go over here, I go to vintage camera. What's in vogue? I ain't seen that before. Okay. Anyway, let's go to vintage camera here. I'm feeling lucky. You can click this and it will randomize a preset for you and just make something fresh each time. I mean, if that's kind of your thing, you know. Boom. It's destroyed my face. But yeah, let's go back into the presets here one last time and see what else we can get. We've got double exposures here. Now, I don't see how this is going to work. I'm guessing it's using the same image, or maybe you have to feed it another image in there. I'm not sure. Presets look a bit funky. But I actually really like that wet plate. The wet plate was really cool. And here you can build your own camera, right? So you got camera kit. And this is where you can go into detail. If you don't only use the presets like we were just doing then, we can actually go in and build our own kit here. So I think all this stuff here is already in from the last preset we're using. So if we click these, I think it will reset all of them. I'm presuming, right? Oh no, it's going back. I'm not sure how to reset all of those. But anyway, you can start adding things in here. You can add lens distortion. You can add motion blur if you needed to. And then you'll see them all start to apply on the right side here. Then you have to obviously go in there and adjust those things yourself. Let's go all the way back briefly here. Okay, now we're just left with that image, right? And now we can start adjusting it. You can see the brightness is a bit high, so bring that down a little bit like that. Start bringing some detail out. That's aggressive. Some more contrast, less contrast, more saturation. Okay. Now we can go to lens distortion. That was quite crazy. That's some crazy barrel distortion right there. We can pin cushion it. That's kind of okay there. Some chromatic shift. Pretty cool. We can completely defocus it. Let's see how that one goes. I mean, come on. Film was never sharp, was it? Pretty dope. You can change the chromatic aberration colors. Aberration. Pretty dope. All right, and then the bokeh, of course, as we learned before, we can increase or decrease it. I think here we can grab it. Yeah, look at this. Let's face it. It's all about me. Woo! It's really all about me. Down. I mean, oh, what's it done to her face? Jeez. Oh God, no. Okay, there you go. Motion blur. I mean, we wasn't moving, but that's dope. Light leaks. Let's put it there like this. Cool. Vignetting, because every lens used to vignette, right? I mean, that's just what it is, right? Bring the circle size down. I mean, I'm doing this obviously using the dials here, but you can do this on the screen, I think. Bring the size completely down here. No. So wait, there you go. All right. And now we can, like, you know, get some frames back up on here, see what's going on. Drop one of these frames. There you go. And then your film type. I'm just looking pretty cool already now. And add some grain back. All right, let's go with that. It's pretty warm, actually. Let's go with cool. Don't like it. I mean, I'm just a sucker for black and white. It's just my thing. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's make it aggressive like this, like I wasn't really good at taking photos, you know. Let's fade. Yep. More green. Yes, please. I mean, hello. Is that not dope? What's this, soft and hard? Oh, I saw the green, right? All right, anyway, so you've made this now. Let's hit save. Boom. Yatta. Take a look at this. All right, so we got our original. Did that just flip on me? Here we got the original. Looking pretty basic, you know, smug mug. Cool. And then, I mean, don't know about you guys, but that looks pretty dope to me. Woo! I like that. That's nice. So that's our quick, brief encounter with the Nik Collection. What do you guys think? I think it's absolutely dope, and this is why I use it for all of my thumbnails on YouTube. I think it just stands out. It's real nice. I use it a lot on Instagram as well, and it looks really nice. So that's it for today's video. It's just a quick introduction to this software. I'll leave a link in the description below. You're welcome if you want to go and check that out, and I guess I will catch you in whichever video happens to come next. I like these quick little videos. For some reason I always like to shoot them in black and white. I feel like black and white just gets to the point, yeah. Or not, I don't know. Anyway, I'll catch you in whichever video happens to come next. Peace and love.